17 minutes till 7 now. The UN Food and Agriculture Index shows food prices are at an all-time high, but experts predict the war in Ukraine is about to make the situation a lot worse. That's because sanctions have blocked fertilizer nutrients from being exported from Russia.
But that's only part of the problem here with getting fertilizer shipped to farmers. ABC Action News in-depth reporter Stasi Olmos explains the ripple effect of fertilizer exports from other countries that could impact the cost in our grocery stores.
This year, we've seen dramatic increases in all of our inputs.
G&F Farms is a generational strawberry farm in Dover. While farmers are always facing obstacles from labor shortages to freezes, supply chain issues are stacking up more trouble.
We're feeling the pinch everywhere. Fuel costs and everything else.
And now, fertilizer.
Fertilizer prices in particular this year, we've seen an increase of about 40%.
G&F Farms gets their fertilizer down the street at Chemical Dynamics in Plant City.
We take a lot of the raw materials and blend them together into the finished good, the final product of fertilizer that farmers will be putting on their crops.
Those raw materials include three main nutrients: NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, also known as potash.
It helps with the resiliency of the plant, helps to make it more resistant to adverse weather conditions, whether extreme heat, extreme cold, or wetness.
The three top exporters of these nutrients are Russia, China, and Canada. This potash is from Canada, but a shortage in delivery trucks due to a border vaccine mandate has raised costs nearly 40%. In addition, China banned their nutrient exports last year, leading to prices doubling across the world. And when Russia invaded Ukraine, they and Belarus banned their nutrient exports as well.
Between Russia and China and the Belarus situation, you're looking about 35% of the world's potash, about 35% of the world's phosphates, and another 25% of the world's nitrogen.
The result? The price of fertilizer is up 128% from 1 year ago. It went up more than 20% in just 1 month of the war in Ukraine. On top of that, Ukrainian crops supply a significant part of the world's corn, wheat, and sunflower oil.
Somewhere between 20 to 30% of Ukraine's agricultural crop is not going to be planted this year.
While costs are hitting fertilizer companies and farmers first, the impact on grocery stores and consumers is coming.
I wouldn't be surprised to see food prices going up another 10 to 15% by the end of the year when you look at the end of the calendar year.
So what can farmers do?
This is a nasturtium plant extract.
Emmanuel Roux, founder of Urban Food Park in St. Pete, says farmers need to start focusing on regenerative and organic agriculture.
All the plants that have been fermenting with brown sugar, and then that liquid is going to be enough for about a year. We dilute it 1 to 1,000 in water and we spray it on the soil.
Nathan Carson says this would be hard to scale for U.S. farms, but any micronutrients can help.
It allows crops to be healthier, increases the nutrient uptake efficiency, so you end up having better use efficiencies of the fertilizer, so you get better results with the same amount of fertilizer and sometimes even less fertilizer.
I would like to say that my grandchildren will be on this farm 30 years from now, actually still farming. I don't know that, but I know that next year we'll be back out here farming.
One thing everyone can do to help is shop local.
Buy local, buy U.S. grown.
In Tampa Bay, I'm in-depth reporter Stasi Olmos, ABC Action News.